I think it's a shirt. I don't have any more black fatigues left. So.
So it's real powerful what you're saying because it resonates with so many different people, not
Absolutely.
only out here but in
Oh
Tennessee
yeah.
and
Yeah.
in Ohio, just across the land.
If you
People are
don't make a
realizing.
go of it here, it's
Mhm.
because you either something happened to you
Mhm.
or you haven't covered enough bases. You're
Mhm.
not going to come out and sell one thing unless it is something like surplus, which covers I get the hikers, I get the preppers, I get the Boy Scouts, I get the construction workers, and I get collectors. So I've got that whole game. So
Mhm.
that works for me.
Mhm.
If you come out and you just want to put out cut glass and antique dolls, I hope you don't want to buy your groceries with that because you're not paying for the lights, the groceries, the everything else.
Mhm.
Very few people have money for that anymore.
Mhm.
I probably get 300 Madame Alexandra dolls. My mother probably paid $100 a month for a piece. I can't give them away for $15.
Mhm.
That kind of thing doesn't hold its value.
Mhm.
Gold is going to hold its value. Silver is going to hold its value.
Mhm.
And when the family of 3, 4, 5 people come through here, and somebody says, "Oh, I want to get the vase," the husband goes, "I don't have money for the vase, but I've got $30 to go buy work boots."
Mhm.
Was she going to say no? Just like the people next to me, they sell used clothes and they sell toys.
Mhm.
The last two people out of this place in this row are the two of us. They pick up the ammo cans on the way out. The
Mhm.
husband said, "I still have 30 for used boots."
Mhm.
And they take their kids next to me and they buy a Barbie doll for $3.
Mm.
So, you can cover it all.
And you really understand the
That size is
economics.
12, 2 for 20. The 50s are 15, and then they go up to 25. So, and I can pack up and I can go to Florida to the condo in the wintertime. I can still do business.
Mhm.
I can do a market there with a small load on a pickup I take with me and leave
Mhm.
down there,
Mhm.
or I sell online if the weather's really crappy.
Mhm.
There's always a demand, even in a city area. Certain people they still like to wear the OD jacket.
Mhm.
It's almost like a uniform in some places. A nice pair of throw on the fatigues and the work boots, and off they go.
Mhm.
Everybody wants a backpack of some variety for some reason,
Yeah.
just different reasons.
Mhm.
So I'm happy with it, and I've learned a lot, and I've had the perk of coming out here. When I started, was newly single, had a lot of bills I was stuck with, and wanted to pay my bills, so I sold what was on my walls,
Mhm.
and then we found a niche,
Mhm.
and now it went from a one space to a three space business.
Mhm.
People call me at home, I sell at home,
Mhm.
and I enjoy it. It was not a product I knew anything about prior to that. I have no military experience. I have military in the family, but it wasn't me.
Mm.
And grew up around ammo boxes. That was about it. But it's something that I can't break it. It's not going to go bad, and there's always demand for it.
Mhm.
So that I like. The thing about and I've made friends out here,
Mhm.
which was a perk I didn't anticipate. And one of the things my brother told me a while ago too is the flea market is a great equalizer.
Mhm.
Everybody's on an even playing field.
Yes.
That doesn't matter if you're the white collar guy that's out of work, the mom that's trying to generate money to send the kids to camp,
Mhm.
somebody that's down on their luck, somebody who has an addiction and can't hold a job, somebody who has a mental affliction and can't hold a job. We're all on an even playing field out here. Nobody's better than anybody else. Nobody looks down at anybody. We sit and people watch. But you look at it. We have a neighborhood in our one little area, so all winter we pay for these spaces even if we don't use them. So we have the same neighborhood next year. I can when I work alone, I have somebody that watches my spot. Not too many people volunteer to watch three spaces anymore, but we look out for each other, which is nice. And that was a perk I didn't anticipate.
And one of the things also, like as this is where I get my stuff from.
I know.
I get my clothes from here. I buy my boots from here. Everything
Yeah.
that you see,
I
I
used to
have
walk through
on
my house. I
was from
I
here.
can point to everything in my house lately, and I can
Yeah.
tell you where I bought it.
And see that's how you feel the economy, not by taking
Absolutely.
our money to Home
You
Depot
repurpose.
or Ross
Yeah.
or Lowe's or any one of these big box stores. Anything that you need from them stores, you can pretty much get out here
You
if you're
can.
willing
Oh,
to
if I could find a
find.
way to buy cheap meat, I'd be done.
Yeah,
I come out here. There's my paper towels and stuff. I
I
get it
got.
for $5
Mhm.
for what is it? Eight rolls. I can't
Mhm.
get that in the store.
Mhm.
I buy all my cleaning supplies, all my toiletries, all
Mhm.
my household stuff. I buy
Mhm.
my vegetables from the guy down here,
Mhm.
unless it's the season and I buy them in town from somebody I know or I grow them at my house.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, if the bread guy has bread that's still to date or it's a day over, I don't know anybody who eats a whole loaf of bread in one day.
Yeah.
And I throw it in my freezer. If I had a meat guy out here, I'd be sad. You know, it's you know, you can either make money, or in a day where you didn't make money, I can go home and calculate how much money I saved.
Mhm.
And I always plan ahead. So I like it. I like the people. I like the fact I work for myself. There's nobody breathing down your neck. There's nobody going to tell you how to run your business. You just tell them to leave.
Mhm.
So,
Man, I love it. You gotta love it.
I do.
You gotta love it. I mean, you know,
And I
and
didn't expect it. That's what I love even more.
Mhm.
I didn't expect it. This was going to be a necessary evil, and instead it turned into a business, and I like it. I like the people I deal with. And I'm a pretty happy camper.
Mhm. And you seem content and at peace with what you're doing, and you know,
Yeah,
and you're
I
not
am.
bothering anybody, and
I
nobody's
sleep
bothering
better at this point. I'm 57 years old.
you. Uh huh.
I live by myself except for my cats and my young man from Ukraine that helps me out here that has become my adopted son.
Oh,
Um, Hi, dearie.
from Ukraine.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And this is
Awesome.
why we have all
Good
the
to have you
Soviet
here.
stuff now. We brought it home with us.
Uh huh.
There you go.
Uh huh.
And I sleep like a rock.
Mhm.
You know, you're out in the weather, whether it's good or bad, so you're tired anyway. And it's just good. I don't worry. You know, if the bills aren't paid, I can hustle.
Mhm.
But I have the ability to hustle more or less. I still take time off. I know my peak season, that time of the year where I can't take off.
Yeah.
And it's all good. It's all good. The only glitch would be like insurance, but right now that's not a concern, so I'm okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, and there's some people out here that bitch and complain about being here, but most everybody out here is pretty content. The white van across there, she's been there for 35 years.
Mm.
35 years they do it. She's usually cleaned up sooner than this. She's still packing down. But yeah, 35 years. And when I first came and didn't have my daughter with me because we first worked together, I didn't know these people.
Mhm.
And I was set up maybe 10 spaces down, and she paid attention. I didn't pay attention.
How much does it cost to run a space like this
We
at
were
a
just
standard flea
discussing
market?
that. For me to have 3 spaces, and I have 2 spaces now on Thursdays, I spend about $400.
$400 a month rent. That's not bad.
Not too bad. I'm an hour away
Mhm.
each direction,
Mhm.
so thank God gas is going down.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's not a bad thing. You can make it work. You can make it work. But
If-
yeah, they've been doing it for 35 years, and they don't have to do it. They choose to do it.
Mhm.
My parents flea marketed when they retired. That was their let's go up north and visit the grandkids money. Let's do something. Let's go out to dinner 3 times a week. Because what you're going to get from the government when you're retired just isn't going to do it.
Mhm.
So you better have something to supplement.
Mm.
And I'd much rather come out here, and most retirees would, than say, well, I'll be the Walmart greeter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a workable thing. And the clean out guys, they've got it great.
Yeah.
They get paid to do the clean out.
Yeah.
And then they sell the stuff to clean out.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep. It ain't hurt nobody.
It's not.
Mhm.
And you're repurposing everything.
Mhm.
It's got the utensils in it. They're 22. 22. It has all the utensils in it. So I'd rather see people repurpose.
Yeah.
And look, surplus was like one of the original repurposers.
Yeah. And what I like
And you can't hurt it.
What I like about this stuff is that the things that were made, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years ago is much, much better than the stuff that you can make today. I mean, take a purpose that it's your chest that he
You
had.
can compare the real surplus there and I have a few aftermarket pieces. They have no tags on them. And you can pick them up and feel the difference. And yet, the ones that I get are made by Proper or whoever. That's who does your police departments.
Yeah.
But they're just not the quality of real surplus.
Yeah.
Not the same. And you look at, ours, I carry a lot of European stuff. I prefer the European bags. They're a better bag than we have. They've got leather, they've got the brass fittings on them, and it wasn't for show.
It was for utility.
Absolutely. And I did have somebody point out to me before when I said I really prefer a lot of the Swiss and the German. They go, well, when you're outfitting an army that's, in this day and age, maybe a third of what ours is, you can afford to spend the extra.
Yeah.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah. Because you don't have such a large army, so you have the ability to equip your smaller army with better gear, better training, better tactics, better equipment, and high morale.
Mind their own damn business.
Yeah.
We have not learned that yet. So
Mhm.
we have to outfit a huge force.
Mhm.
So, yeah. But, no, it's, and a lot of people that I think overlooked it in the past. You know, when I first I saw used boots. Why would I buy used boots? Who's going to buy used boots?
Mhm.
I look back. I sold like just this year alone, probably 200 pairs of used
Used
boots.
boots.
Yeah,
These are used.
yeah. Why not? You know, and some of the used boots have not really been. They were issued but not used.
No, people
You know.
swallowing their pride today to
Yeah,
get the
and they're
used
going, hey,
boots.
these are pretty damn good boots. You know?
I'm telling you about this stuff.
They're
These,
broke in. You
the,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I had a father come down. One of my favorite little, quickie stories was he came down on Father's Day, battled the crowd. It's a Sunday. Came down from East Orange, New Jersey. That's a whole. Brought his son and his son's best friend down. And he said, I told them they were coming here. I had just seen them the week before, and I said, you're back? And he goes, oh, no, I brought the kids. They each got 2 pair of used work boots. They each got 2 pair of used pants, and they each got, Marine Corps covers. And he said, now they're going to work, and I don't want to hear it. And that was it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, and they were landscapers. It's the MREs. They didn't move well out here. The MREs at home, 35 cases. Bam, 2 weeks they were gone. Because now people where I live, closer to the shore, we're thinking, oh, Sandy was pretty rough. Maybe we better have this stuff on hand.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah. Same thing with the ammo cans. They're not all going for ammunition and tools. A lot of them. What are you doing? A lot of them. Oh, you're going to tell somebody's future? A lot of them is because they put important papers because the stuff was ruined during the storm.
Mhm.
So they're learning. They're just not learning fast. And I got my regulars.
Yeah.
You can come here on a cold day. I'll have 5 cups of coffee lined up. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And if you don't see somebody, whether it's a vendor or one of the regulars, you start going, has anybody seen someone? You start worrying because we've become a community. But like you were saying about your community, birds of a feather.
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. It's like you won't survive as a rugged individual, but you will always thrive as a member of a team or a tribe.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you may survive, but you won't thrive.
Yeah. You gotta thrive to be a member. You can't do it alone.
No. And in this day and age, you better be ready to circle those wagon trains because you're pretty well on your own.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like it. I'm glad it's the Sunday after Thanksgiving will be my 3rd year, and I feel like I've done it for probably 10. And you could ask almost anybody out here, and they'd swear I've done it for 10.
Mm-hmm.
But we cut our teeth in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't do it in the winter. They do it in the springtime So once you do it in the winter, everybody figures you've been here forever. So,
and you're hungry.
Yeah. And I was when I started. I was really hungry when I started. But cucumbers. Somebody put cucumbers down, and somebody else is going to make salad tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I told Mom, I said, and I saw one to go with a bag. I said, I bet you she's got a hole in her bag. I ran after her. I said, are you losing your stuff? And she said, yeah, there was a hole right in the front. I bet you all the bags they're giving to people for produce has holes in it.
It's like Hansel and Gretel. But you meet some fascinating people out
Yeah.
and that's been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I have some of the old guys from Korean War or something, and they'll stay here for an hour and a half and just
chit chat.
Yeah.